So what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome to another MotoGP 19 mod gameplay. So we're here then, we're going to be racing on the brand new Tech 3 for the KTM Tech 3. The MotoGP 19 mod has been updated, so it now includes the new KTM livery for the Tech 3 bike. So looking forward to trying this one out. We're going to be Miguel Oliveira and we're going to be heading out to the Italian Grand Prix, as that is the weekend just before MotoGP 19 releases. So it could make for an interesting one. The weather I'm going to put to clear. I really don't enjoy the wet racing on this. But you know what? Actually, yeah, we're gonna go for some rain. We'll go for heavy rain. It's not often I do this, so let's see how we get on in the rain on the Tech 3. Probably a little bit squirrely with this bike, not the best bike obviously, but it could make for an interesting race out at Italy. So let's get straight into it. So then, you can see it's raining. We set it to rain. It's going to be a wet race. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but you can see the wet liveries come out for the rider suits. I mean, not the liveries. The wet weather suits come out on the riders. So, take a look at the prom out there. Going to be pretty quick, but we'll have to see how we get on. So it's Dovi, followed by Rossi, then Marquez, then Vinales. Where is Jack Miller? He's usually a bit further up than 12th in the wet, so that's a bit strange. But anyway, full wet conditions, MotoGP 19 mod. What can we do? Look at the graphics. Graphics looking pretty cool, but they get even better for MotoGP 19. Here we go then. Everyone's got their wet weather suits on. We don't. I don't know why, but anyway, here we go. Off to a cracking start. The bike is a little bit all over the place, feeling a bit squirrely off the start, but everyone checks up there, and we head into turn number 1, into P14, side by side with our sister team. Oh well, sister team. They're the team above us, KTM, the factory team. So we're getting ahead of them. The curves are slippy. I'm struggling to put the power down. Look at the rear snapping out on us there. Mears coming at us. Whoop, watch out for him up the inside. Come on, Tech 3, we can do this. Come on, power out of there. Ooh, we got the factory bike behind us. Trying to find a way through. Look how deep we go down there into 7. The power down. That's the biggest struggle right now. Power delivery. Well, we're on the same bike as you, Paul Espargaro. Look at that, force our way underneath of the factory team. So then, getting back to the action. We squirrel underneath of Paul Espargaro, but he comes straight back at us. He doesn't care for us one little bit. Oh, we get on the curb. You get on the curb, touch the curb, and it's going to send you into a bit of a slide. Oh, Quartararo comes back at us through there. And all during that, the KTM and Paul Espargaro lost out a little bit. We're touching the curb again. You can see, look how squirrely it goes, and look how much lean angle that Oliveira wants to put in. It's absolutely nothing. Dobby with a 55.5. We're almost 4.5 seconds off of that time. Late on the brakes then, into turn number 1. Underneath for Quartararo. Trying to put the power down, but again, running deep into turn 2. Oh, he just fights his way past. We're not able to carry much speed through these corners. The track is very, very wet. Tricky conditions on a satellite bike as well. And being a KTM, the slowest bike in the game. Probably on the slowest bike in the game. So we're doing okay in P15. We're doing A-okay. We're sticking it with Quartararo. We're not dropping too far off the back of this pack. And there is a factory DUCATI only 2 places above us. So you can't feel too bad as we make light work of getting past Quartararo on the Petronas Yamaha. basically the new Tech 3 team, because Tech 3, since joining KTM, they've gone downhill because KTM obviously don't have the strongest bike at the minute. Maybe next season they'll be able to deliver something good. But the Petronas Yamaha and last year's Yamaha making it work this season doesn't surprise me. Right, Banaya, we are coming for you. Get a little bit on the curb and it just throws you out a little bit wide. It's so slippy. These conditions very wet. Very, very wet. No signs of drying up. Oop, a little bit wide at 15. That's cost us. The Yamaha, oop, coming back at us. A 50 flat pretty much from Dobby. What are we? 1.5 seconds off of that time. Come on. Late on the brakes into turn 1. Let's see if we can catch up to Banaya and Jack Miller. The Pramacs usually pretty quick in the wet, especially at the hands of Jack Miller, but not today. Struggling down in 13th and 12th place, so we've got our sights on them. Can we close them down? It's going to be a challenge. Definitely is a challenge. Whoa! Look at that. Dropping down the hill, bit deep into 6 on the AstroTurf. That costs us time. Flick it back into 7, always losing time. You go offline a little bit in the wet and that's it, you're done for. Up the hill. Come on. 0.6 of a second up to Banaya. We're closing them in a little bit. It's the final corner I've got to watch out for. And acceleration. Under acceleration we are pretty slow at the minute. Not confident with this rear tyre. Come on. Pretty decent through there. Still about half a second off Banaya. I'm going to make it my aim to overtake Banaya before the end of this race. If not anyone else further up the grid. But I've done that thing again at the final corner. I just put the power down too early and it flicks us out wide. And we lose the optimum line. And it is Marquez fastest lap of the race. But he's only in 3rd. So Marquez is catch up to Rossi and Dovi. That's going to be an interesting battle at the front. We've dropped down to about 0.8 of a second behind Banaya now. But we're closing right in at turn number 1. But again, it's on the power, under acceleration. It's just traction that we're struggling with here in this Tech 3. But it's okay. Got to use what we've got underneath of us. And the aim, like I say, we've got this lap and the next lap. And then it's race over. So just less than 2 laps to try and overtake Banaya. We've caught up to him a little bit more on this lap. We're getting used to the conditions, I guess. Don't make a mistake into 6 like we did in the last lap. But we get over the curve at 7. Look at the rear. It's like dancing on ice, this. It's not bloody dancing on ice. Half a second off as we exit turn 9. Come on, bike. Grip. Grip through there. Gonna stop taking these really tight lines. Just gotta be so patient on the throttle, that's what it is as well. This Tech 3 doesn't flick through that chicane very well. Patience, patience. Oh, it just understeers out of there. Oh, we're so close to Banaya. We catch up and then we make a mistake. Then we catch up and then make a mistake. It's the inconsistency which doesn't happen. We go 4/10 quicker on that lap than the previous lap, which is good. Going to close in on Banaya into turn number 1. If we can get it, stop for turn 1. Look at that, all the way up the hill, so wide. That's going to cost us. Oh god, look at that corner cut. Getting desperate now. Oh, the rear snaps on us. We've got to watch out for Quartararo. behind as well. What was that? How on earth did I pronounce Quartararo there? Quartararo. Come on, Quartararo. Come on. Drop down the hill to 6. Oh, I hit the apex. Lovely. Flick it over into 7. Oh, come on, bike. Hold on. Come on. Come on. Front end grip. Oh, lay on the brakes into 10. We let him know we're there, but he's going to get back through because we stuffed up the exit. But we're with Benaya now. Could our aim come true? Could we do it all on the last lap? Trying it up the inside. Oh, that was awful through there. That line was always not going to work for us. Look at the traction out of there. Oh, look at the understeer. I've had to cut the corner just to get round the corner. But it's not going to work off for us today. It's not going to pay off. We're going to stick with Benaya. Maybe a couple more laps we would have been able to get him. Still can't hook up that final corner, you know. But Dobby takes the win from Rossi, and then Marquez, and then Viñales, and then Zarco in 5th. How did Zarco get that KTM up to P5? I do not know, but Oliveira not happy with that performance today. But the bike didn't work today. In the wet, it was a struggle. Just wouldn't grip for us. So it would have been interesting to see if we were in a factory KTM, if we'd have done any better, or whether it's just the same bike. I don't know, but look at that. Fastest lap of the race goes to Marquez, and actually Dobby was slowest out of the front 3 in terms of fastest lap, but it was probably a little bit more consistent than number. But look how tight it was up at the top. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you did enjoy, remember to smash the like button, share it around with your friends, and do not forget to tune in for our closing episodes of the MotoGP 19 modded career mode, and it is the final season of career mode on MotoGP 18. So we will see you in the next one.